Hey guys, in today's video, I'm talking about 123movies and whether or not it is legal and safe and what you can do in order to access it in the best way possible. Now, in terms of whether or not the site is legal, it's really going to come down to your country's laws and regulations. Countries like Sweden, the Netherlands, and Switzerland have the most lenient laws when it comes to streaming movies and TV shows off these kinds of sites. In some countries, it may be completely legal to watch content for personal use. In other countries, it may not be technically legal by the letter of the law, but in actuality, enforcement is practically non-existent. So in order to find out if it's legal in your country, just head over to Google and type in streaming copyright laws, and you should be able to find the relevant information. Now, in terms of whether or not these sites are safe, that's a different story altogether. A lot of sites like 123movies will have a ton of ads, and many times by clicking on those ads, you can wind up downloading malware onto your system. A lot of times you'll be installing trackers and cookies that can monitor what you're doing online and create a profile about you. Now, in order to avoid any issues on a site like 123movies, whether it's legal issues or safety issues, you're going to want something that can hide your internet activity and ideally your location so that nobody can see where in the world you are and nobody can see which sites you're visiting. And you'd also want an ad blocker so that those annoying and potentially malicious ads won't show up when you're watching content on the site. And after looking into it, I found that there's one application that will actually do both of those things, and it's called a VPN. This one right here is called ExpressVPN, and what it's going to do is connect you up to the internet securely, and it's going to hide all of your browsing activity so that literally nobody, not your internet service provider, any government agency, even the VPN themselves, nobody can see what you're doing online. And you can use them to make it seem as if you're anywhere in the world, and a lot of them will actually also come with an ad blocker. Now, I'll have more information about the top VPNs in the description so that you can see more about the options that are available. But with this one right here, ExpressVPN, the way it works is super simple. You would just click on this location bar and then a window pops open with all of the countries you can connect to. All of the VPNs that I recommend have at least 100 countries, and Express has 105. So let's say I wanted to make it seem as if I was in France. I can just type it in right there and click on that location, and automatically I'm going to be connected up to a server, a computer in Paris, France. That means that any website that I visit is going to think that I'm in France, and nobody's going to be able to see my internet activity because the VPN is protecting it. Now, on top of that, Express also has an ad blocker. If you go into the top left over here and you click on options, you're going to see a menu and you're going to get advanced protection. We can go here, click block ads, okay, and then we'll just reconnect. I had to disconnect in order to enable the ads, and now when I'm connected to the internet, I won't get any of those annoying and potentially dangerous ads on 123movies. Now, while you do have to pay for ExpressVPN, there are free VPNs as well. The thing is that you want to be really careful about which free VPN you choose. A lot of them just don't work very well, and on top of that, they're actually going to be keeping your personal information and then selling it, and that's how they make money. So you really want to do your due diligence when it comes to downloading and using a free VPN. I would recommend Proton. This is probably the best free VPN out there, but it does come with limitations. For example, in their free plan, you're not going to get the fastest speeds. They're reserving the fastest connections for paying customers. You're also not going to get the ad tracker and malware protection that you would get in the paid version, so you are going to be limited. So if you want the fastest speeds and the highest level of protection, those are only going to come with a paid VPN. I forgot to mention that ExpressVPN has that as well. If we go back just on the top right here, blocks trackers, malicious sites, and you can even choose to block adult sites. So these are the kinds of things that you're only going to see in a paid VPN. Two other really good options are NordVPN and Surfshark. Any one of these VPNs will give you a super fast connection and allow you to watch movies and content on 123movies without any buffering or lag, and they'll also give you a secure and anonymous connection. The difference between them really comes down to your personal preference. Express is going to be for somebody who just wants a simple plug-and-play option without any extra bells and whistles. If you just want a really good VPN without overcomplicating it, then ExpressVPN is definitely the go-to pick. If you want something that has a lot of features, then Proton VPN and NordVPN are both very good options that will just come with a lot of different add-ons and ways you can customize the VPN. And if you want something that's high quality and doesn't break the bank, then Surfshark is the way to go. Now, I'll have discount links for these VPNs in the description below to help you get them even cheaper. You'll also find full in-depth reviews there as well so that you can find out more about them and how they work. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Let me know in the comments which VPN you decide to try out and how it goes accessing 123movies. Thanks so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.